I would like to leave us on a. Can we leave on something decent?
New music.
There we go. This way you're my guy. Headie 1, Edna.
I was waiting to get to this bit.
Yeah, this
fucking
all this stuff you don't care about.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, we've all listened to the album.
Yeah.
No.
Sosa has. Chrissy, Headie 1. You listen? Okay, no problem. Sosa, myself, and Vans. Before we like deep dive, if you've got enough time to do that. Initial feelings. We enjoy the album. We like the album. We rating the album. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Healthy score out of 10. You ain't gonna give him about healthy score out of 10. In the upper echelon, 7 pluses possibly.
7.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
cool.
give it.
I'm not saying you got to give him saying
yeah,
like
around that.
just as a
For
as
now,
a gauge,
like,
as
for
a
now.
gauge. Okay, cool. I like that we got a bit more introspection from, if that's the right word, from Headie.
Yeah.
Like relationship with his stepmom.
Yeah.
You know, direct. Tell her she's a bitch. You know. You know. We need to know why. He sat in the interview, I think, with what's my man with the DJ? With, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Semtex.
Yeah. And he had quite. Bro, behave, bro. Behave.
You know, I wasn't even looking, but I knew what you would have been doing.
Behave, bro.
I knew what
Bro, you're 6'7", be mature. Behave, bro. Yeah.
Bro.
Behave.
Did you not see what he done?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing, bro. I didn't do anything. Stop. You're making a scene. Relax yourself. Yeah.
Cool. Go on.
So he sat down with Semtex and they had a bit more of a deep dive and he spoke a little bit. Because you know these like certain artists from a certain craft, they don't really talk too much about personal. We hear like bando talk, prison talk, F the feds, ops, XYZ, but there's not a lot of like your life, innit? And the fact that the album's even named after his mum is no longer here.
Yeah.
You know, like named after her, that was dope. Spoke about that relationship, you know, and that would probably be relatable with some people who've had to grow up in an environment where like either mum passed away or parents broke up and you've got a new energy in the household. How do you navigate that?
Yeah.
And that's not easy. So I think that was just a good start of the album. Where do we kind of go to next topic wise off that?
I mean, I think it's been an interesting year for Headie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was incarcerated this year. He comes out
true,
April. And it's pretty much, it's time to go from now. I can imagine, and I can imagine that this has been a recording process for, which may have started.
Why can I see H smiling in your reflection?
Bro,
Bro, sit down, we'll talk about albums, man. Come back, man.
He comes back now with obviously the album titled Edna after his mum. I think it starts off quite strong. Teach Me is the first song. And then,
Teach Me.
Psalm 35. And then you've got the wave type music.
What song are you talking about forgiveness? Is that on Teach Me? Is that right at the start of the album? The first couple of tracks he's talking about forgiveness.
Yeah, that could have been Psalm 35.
Yeah, it might be Psalm 35, yeah.
Bumpy Ride featuring M Honcho.
Yeah,
You know what you're gonna get.
It works, yeah.
And he's got like songs on his own that carry a lot. Because like I wasn't the biggest Headie 1 fan, I ain't even gonna lie. I just focused on the stuff that he was putting out, not necessarily taking in his projects. So I was quite impressed with this one. And it was a big release from him for me.
I like the effort they put into the role. Like,
yeah, like there's a lot of effort. You saw the statues plastered around London, big billboard in Times Square in New York.
So
yeah, so it's like, you know, it's done with intention. It's a big release. Ain't It Different was the first one I saw that he dropped the video with AJ and Stormzy.
I wasn't overly keen on that.
I wasn't keen on. I said, I mean, maybe the episode before, the one before that, I wasn't a fan of the sample.
Okay, yeah, I remember, yeah.
But they did their thing on there. I liked Headie's verse. I liked AJ's verse and Stormzy's verse. They did what it needed to be done. I wasn't too keen on the production. Cool. Princess Cuts, Young T and Bugsy, which is what we played at the start of this episode. That's a vibe for me.
Amazing video.
Video is, and it's nice to see Headie enjoying himself in the video.
Yeah, Drillers can dance. Come on,
little two-step.
Come on.
You know, he says he don't dance. He could do a little two-step. Yeah, production, amazing hook, great. You know, that's like, it's a nice merge of what they've done.
And it's a nice safe space for him to be in. It's like, you're not overly being mainstream.
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, like a nice banger.
Yeah.
Because he's on Don't Rush as well, isn't he?
Sorry.
Headie's on Don't Rush.
Yeah,
as
he's
well,
on. He's on Don't Rush.
So like, there's a clear chemistry of him
of course.
Young T and Bugsy. And
Of
I
course.
like seeing them.
But is he on that song?
Yeah, he's on that song.
Yeah.
as well,
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never listened to that song.
Right.
I've heard it. I've never listened
You
to that
probably
song.
heard it through the challenges and stuff, innit?
Like because when you're saying it, I'm like to myself.
Yeah.
Headie's
He
on
comes in
Don't
quite
Rush.
late on
Yeah.
in because obviously there's two of them, so you have to get
Where's he
get
got the
through
last
both
verse?
of them. Yeah, he's got the last verse.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He goes in as well.
Yeah.
He goes in. Yeah. In like big features on this album. Future.
Are you impressed with Future on Drill?
I liked Future on Drill.
I can imagine he done something nice on that.
I liked him on Drill still.
Future's got a very good understanding of music, bro.
He's
Like-
from the Dungeon family.
Yeah.
He's from Sleepy Brown and them. He's from the Dungeon family.
Yeah, he knows what works.
Yeah.
Like, and this is like, for me, this is the first time hearing him on something like this, and he's impressed me more than Drake has on any drill song.
I knew he was gonna say that. I still stand by that. Like, Drake's best drill offering is War. You know.
Young Ads is on the album on 21 Gun Salute, and I love 21 Gun Salute how it transitions into 5 figures. Beautiful transition. He's
How
got
many tracks in this project again?
there is 20.
Alright.
So it's a lengthy album. You got Skepta on there.
Skeppy,
Killed his feature. He killed his feature.
Grease.
And the thing is, Headie's got a really cold verse. I don't know who takes that, but like, Skepta killed his feature on there for me.
Yeah.
But Headie's verse isn't light on that song.
Do you know who's been impressing me lately?
Who?
H.
He goes back to that. That was a good tune.
Parlez-vous anglais?
I feel like he takes it. In terms of him and Headie on that song, he takes
Yeah,
it.
he takes it.
And he's got a nice little line at Russ.
Heidie's on there.
Yeah. Cool.
He's gonna do what it does.
Do you know, for me, by that point in the album, it starts to tail off a little bit for me. By that point, when we get to the highly feature, it starts to tail off a little bit.
I think he reins it back with Therapy and Cold.
Cold is the hardest tune for me personally.
I think he reins it back with those last 2 songs. Like, because when you're the danger is when you have an album that's 20 songs deep, there's gonna be like a moment in the album where you kind of feel like it loses its way a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think it finishes strongly. So yeah, man, I'm gonna continue listening to it. You know, it's not something that I'm like I'm not really sure about.
So it's got replay value.
It's got replay value. I
Yeah,
think.
no, it has.
More so than DB's album.
Well, what in comparison to Nine's thing?
I still would say I've
Not project wise,
I've
like
sat,
as in project wise, not just selected songs. Do you see what I'm saying?
I've sat with Nines is a lot more.
Yeah,
It's been out.
Longer, innit?
This only
Yeah.
came out
Yeah.
last week, Friday. So we've only had a week with it. If that, do you know what I mean? So
Ask us in a couple of weeks and we'll see.
ask us in a
Maybe
couple
we'll
of
no
weeks.
more.
But I mean, yeah, I took to Nines' thing straight away. But it's good that we have projects that we can kind of sit down and critique like this.
And I'm happy that we got this, because the last project, people just act like it didn't happen. With Fred again, from Headie, it didn't work.
much.
It didn't work.
Okay.
It didn't work. So they tried to get into like too much of that sample, trying to do the flips, trying to basically have Headie, have like the gangster rapper, the drill rapper in a different space. It just wasn't, it didn't fit. So you don't have
And
like
what?
one producer. That album, what was the album called again?
It was called.
Just put up on. That's how miserable it was for me. But yeah, it was with one producer, Fred again. It just didn't. It didn't work. It was too different from like things like Music and Road. It just. Yeah.
I got a good question. You remember when Headie made No Better?
Yeah.
Did you care about that song?
Yes.
Why?
It's fucking cold.
But why?
Gang.
Yeah. Controversy, innit?
All right. Of what? Off the back of what?
The thing that happened to him, innit?
How do you see it?
We saw it, innit?
How?
Street blogs.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That video shit makes a massive difference to a
It
record,
does.
bruv.
You're right, and the fact that like allegedly no face, no case stuff did happen on the road after, so it magnifies all the. Oh, you are who you say you are.
It magnifies it, but it's a banger regardless.
I don't know, because you don't have an option of.
But
being
it
magnified.
was a
You know what I'm
banger.
saying? I hear you.
But the content, like the fact man have got man in the club singing everything green get. Wow, oh Lord, like, is mad.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know the lyrics.
Yeah.
No better. Shh. Mo Salah. That's it.
Of course you care about that. You're a fucking Liverpool fan. What?
I was just saying it helps, bruv. And
No, I hear you. I hear you.
And it was dope because he didn't respond on the internet at all. It literally was, this happened to me. You lot saw me have the internet at the uni dorms. The next thing you see from me is me in the studio and a preview, I think like 30 seconds, and the beat just kicks in. Because that beat to know better is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
Because when the drill beats, when they're on point, bro,
they're mad.
They're so dark, bro.
Yeah.
And that was the perfect response, isn't it?
I like Headie though.
So man turned pain into whatever,
Yeah.
the profit, innit?
Headie is currently battling for a number one position.
With John Lennon and someone else.
And Travis.
What, Scott?
No, Travis, the band.
Oh, okay.
They made what again? Sing and
Why Does It Always Rain on Me? Bangers.
legendary tracks.
DBE dropped.
Take it away, Sosa. Because this nigga during the week was sending us songs to the group chat like, oh, have you heard this one? Have you heard this one?
Only two.
Only two. Out of 29 songs, only 2.
But I was travelling, so that's the only time I had the chance to listen to it. So I thought, alright. Cool,
Mike,
cool.
so Mike.
Boom. And there's only 2 songs. And then,
Have you listened to the whole project?
I did. There's only 2 songs still. Like, Last Night in Marbella, that was LB. LB got into his little bag.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, boom. And then straight after, Proud come on.
Okay.
Proud's hard.
Bro, when Proud hit, you know what it was that I knew it was hard because it touched my soul.
Yeah.
You know when it hits you, I was like, yeah, this is a banger.
The Blueprint, Us versus Them is what the album's called.
Yeah, man. After that, 2 songs after that.
Shouts out to Essie though. She did have the pop-up shop for them.
She did.
for last,
Yeah, she
so
did.
Shouts out King Essie.
King Essie. DB are the only, like, you know, they've got a few features, but like I said, man, I think they're oversaturating themselves with how many songs that they're putting out, especially on a project. 29 songs of DBE is a bit excessive for me.
Because stylistically, can you listen to 29 of that? Like,
Maybe, but how long are their songs though? Their songs might be short. Are they short songs?
It's an hour and a half, the whole album.
Is it an hour and a half?
Yeah, bro.
And a half,
yeah,
Yeah,
that half matters, isn't it?
bro. That's a feature film,
It's a lot. It's a
That's a
lot.
Netflix original still.
bro.
Yeah.
UFO, the single with H, is the one that's currently
1 hour 31
doing the rounds.
Bro, if I've ever heard of a project being that long.
Yeah.
They're
got
playing
H-
games.
they-
They're playing games.
I
They
did
got, they
you-
got H talking about eating pussy.
Yeah. Gushy pussy. Ussy.
Nah, bro.
Do you know what? It was like,
It was meaty, man.
it was very meaty. For me, it was like a poorer version of
Hey, where did them man
PTSD.
record, bro? They get booked bare time.
No, but I remember an interview. It might have
They're
been.
rolling around.
It might have been an
Capturing
LFTR,
the
or it might have been Amaru Don, where I think he talked about the fact they're sitting on 500 songs. So
You know what I like? Destiny. Because the Destiny had a video to it made that song even better.
Yeah.
That listen to that song and watch the video when he get with all the feds all trying to.
okay. Can I ask,
yeah.
when you listening to, was you under the influence of any?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Because there's certain.
Destiny is what they opened the album with.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
the video last night, and it was just, you know, them being harassed by the police and young ads flexing, like,
flexing hard,
you know, I've got money.
We're young, rich niggas.
Yeah,
and
young
I'm not
rich
gonna lie,
niggas.
bro. You know, we need the young ads, bro.
See what I was saying when I was saying about the bar and Headies thing?
Yeah.
Man said I've turned down 5 million deals. We've got 500 million streams.
You-
And I think that's why they do projects so long, because
He said,
something's got to stick.
what did he say? LB's my twin, and a lot of you lot are our sons and our nephews.
The thing is, yeah, there's credence to that because they created this wave, yeah. But I don't want people like Nath Smalls and Young Fume to be forgotten in that whole like wave
Yeah.
genre. They're not as big, they haven't got as much acclaim, and they haven't had as much bangs as these guys obviously had. But like, there were guys prior that were doing it and doing it on a level. Because what it was we were listening to the
I
US
like Nate
version,
Smalls as well. I do like him still.
and I think he's got something coming with M Honcho soon, which should be interesting. But
He's hard, man.
we were
I
listening to the US guys, and like we
Ain't it
didn't
out already?
have. Maybe I've missed it. We didn't have our UK version, innit? And then they started doing their thing, and I was really early in Young Few, innit? I think like maybe the Swave might be one of the people to show me, but like I was early in him, like, and I was like, yeah, he's got something,
Yeah.
you know. So there are some guys that were doing it, but the level they're doing it at, and the fact they say they're doing O2 next year.
Yeah,
you know,
and they're gearing up for a top 5 position in the album charts as well.
You know,
so you're gonna have Headie 1 and DBE in the top 5.
Not so, but how do you feel like? Considering the album only came out last Friday, obviously Thursday. Listen to the podcast now, but we're being honest. It's Tuesday when we're recording.
Yeah,
we've only had it for a few days. Is it like, you know, like artists put their blood, sweat, and tears, we hope into music and that, yeah. And then within like 2 days, we're like, this is cheeks. Like this is ass.
Well, yeah, no, it's fair, bro. Do you know why, bro?
If it is ass, it's ass.
The bottom line is, it's not about how much effort you put in; it's about the result.
Yeah.
But I don't care if you went gym every day for the fucking year. If you can't bang the plates, bro, you're weak, bro.
It's just like us when we were at school, bro. Like we're studying for so long for this one exam at the end of the year.
You didn't perform.
Like, doesn't matter.
It's gonna get marked.
Maybe I'm getting a bit because sometimes I feel like
it's there to be marked.
I think that must be disheartening as an artist.
No,
like,
it's
a day, not even 24 hours yet. Everybody's like, this is shit.
But then, do you know what is the beauty of it is that it's proper harsh, innit? So when you're in that game or that arena, you have to understand that comes with it. But the other side is that as much as people can not fuck with you and not hate your shit,
when they do fuck with you,
when they do, it's the same.
It's almost unfair. It's like you breathe on the track. Oh my god, classic.
Do you get me? So people are very extreme with how they take things on.
And at the end of the day, it's still a stream because we have to listen to it.
There you go.
And that's one thing. I like you said that they've earned that right. At least we're like, you go and listen.
Yeah, you're gonna have to listen. They've put themselves in that position that we're gonna listen. You're not the thing about being anyone that puts out art. You're not just gonna get one type of outcome from the consumer.
Yeah,
that's unrealistic. Not everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is cold.
Old school Styles P though. Back in the day, Styles P was on the radio, get 0 dislikes on every tune. It's like people felt like he was in the room. I swear down.
I respect that though, because that's like Dutch Effendi right now. I dare you to dislike a Dutch Effendi song.
The YouTube will just
I dare you.
Yeah, the comments like. Have you seen Bando Diaries the remix?
Oh, with the guys from
Australia and that.
They look
somebody's in danger.
Hey, where do you practice these accents, bro?
Bro,
he ain't missed us.
bro.
I know that's not the first time you said that.
Like, because you're my guy, I would like to believe that that just come natural. But I feel like you're doing a chip. You practiced that earlier.
No, bro.
You put a video
at the end of the day,
somebody's in danger,
bro. You said an Australian accent before. You've seen Home and Away, Neighbours.
Home and Away.
You know what? But when you're hearing that on a drill song, it's so funny, bruv.
But the thing is, they look serious, bro.
Samoan Dons, innit?
Well, the Rock and them, man.
Bruv.
His cousins.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah.
Why are them man so strong, bruv?
I don't know, bro.
Bruv, they just born wham, fam.
Like, seriously, bruv. What is that?
Yeah.
There's an
does anyone
Albanian
know?
Don in that
'Cause
remix, yeah. I was like, yeah, I believe you still.
Like, if you're amongst all these Samoan Dons, you're serious. Yeah.
Bro,
what's an Albanian doing there?
No, because he goes to France, he goes to Albania, he goes to Australia. There's like Dons from like different places.
Oh, okay.
The Albanian Don comes on, yeah. Man starts the verse, pussy. I'm like, huh? I was like, yeah, I believe you. And all the Albanian Dons in the background, like just waving like mad swords and that. I'm like, alright, cool.
I understand, yeah.
I understand. Yeah. But yeah, you're right, Sosa. He hasn't missed.
Okay,
yeah.
He's even got a song with Millions as well.
He just dropped something with Millions.
Yeah.
Verse hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Western dropped 2 songs. Meaty for me. I'm sorry.
I'm scared for Western.
What are you saying since Akel's been back?
Don't do that.
Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that.
Nah, leave that, man. Lie, man.
That's what the internet said.
Do you know what? Yeah.
What the internet said is that since Akel's been back, that man said Akel needs to go back to jail. I didn't say it.
Wow.
I didn't say it. That's what they said on the internet.
I didn't say that.
That's what the internet said, that he needs to go back because when he wasn't around, texting Shana, bend over, you know.
Nah, bro. He came out.
2 songs, yeah.
Look at the times we're in, bro.
You know, it's difficult.
Never Find an Armageddon featuring Say So.
Did he meet Say So in jail? Is that where the connection is?
I don't know. Possibly.
I'm not sure.
Because that just makes sense to me because I don't know where the relationship's from prior, like for him to be getting the Western look and that. Shout out to him because he's got the Demon Time song, which was doing.
I do find that Armageddon was better than Never Find.
Yeah. It's just because they're independent now, innit? So the videos aren't going to look a certain way had looked previously.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be more strategic with like
the
songs you. So you know, like when someone's indie, you're gonna see the song that they're really, really pushing. That's gonna have more effort, a bit more glossy. They're gonna spend a bit more money, PR, all those things. When you're indie and you don't know, some songs are just gonna have the block video.
Yeah, I think that
is what it is.
Because I think there was a conversation that we were having in the past about, you know, who's superior out of the two, Western or NSG. I think.
Oh yeah.
I was saying
during
Western.
like the whole clash time.
I was leaning towards Western. Now I'm Team NSG right now.
You're back with the Fs.
I'm back.
Yeah, you know what your brother's bread is brought. Bread is buttered.
Nah, brothers,
Yeah.
nah.
We're talking for an NS10 10v10 clash. So, but I think what it is, even though he's joking, I think the problem with Kel is getting used to him being back, and also whilst he was away, Louis Ray did pick up a lot of the slack for like the melodies as well. So now it's like almost like we know what Heidi's going to give us, but now we've got two guys that are going to rap and sing. Like, how are we going to find the balance? I think that's what it is as well. So we've got to find the balance on songs where like Heidi's always going to do Heidi, innit? So are you, Kel, just going to rap on this song? Are you going to rap and sing? We know Louis is going to, because you're back now, so Louis can just focus on bars. And I feel like he's ready to get in that space where like he's going to give us a lot of music on his own. So when he's with Western, he's going to make sure he shines. So how does Kel sit? I think that's what it is. And I just from an aesthetic point of view, we've had two people in it, so now the third one's back. But even though people are on the jokes, I don't think people should write him off. I feel like, put it this way, we don't get Western without Kel, because it was a Kel Charles featuring Louis Ray and Hailey. With Into.
Yeah.
So, and that to this day is still their biggest song, and that happened, obviously all them together, but he was a driving force behind that.
Hailey's got a dope song with Mira May, by the way.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Say Yeah, banger.
So, yeah? Okay. I haven't checked out.
When Heidi says in my zone, at the start, you know it's about to snap.
I like that. You know, you got your branding, that's your thing. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
when
a
he
man
says
has
that,
their
you know
thing.
he's gonna snap. Trey Songz dropped. If anyone cares,
Nah, man.
Good.
That bread's what?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I need to listen to it.
I enjoyed
Is
it.
it good though
Yeah,
for him?
listen to it.
Is it good for him, or is it just like nostalgia?
I feel like he doesn't really give bad projects. If you listen to Trey Songz' stuff,
I just find that very not strange. Obviously, he's a musician, but I didn't expect you to say that he dropped the album, because I'm like, bro,
When?
He's in his
you know
SJW bag right now.
do you know what? Yeah, like, I don't know why I went to listen to it, because the last couple of projects that he's dropped, I haven't gone to listen to. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, when I say that he hasn't really dropped bad projects, I'm talking about his earlier stuff. So when I listened to this, I was like, rah, I'm pleasantly surprised. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you know, I was like, yeah, this is a cool R&B album.
rap. Trey Songz. What was his last project? That bar this.
He had stuff 28 and 11
When was that out?
in 2018. Or am I wrong? I can see them. I think the
He does drop cold mixtapes.
yeah, all that anticipation stuff. I think he put them on the streaming sites early part of this year. But his actual last project, where we're like, yeah, he's got signed out, was 2018.
Yeah.
So 2 projects, 11 and 20.
So he's been active, so to speak.
Semi-active.
Because that's only a year, because 2020 isn't a real year.
Technically,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last song that I saw Trey Songz being a part of was the one with Chris Brown. Can't even remember what it was called, but Breezy spun him.
Do you know what it is as well? Yeah, he's Vans, talk your talk. You know what it is, when he's passionate about something, at least this is gonna. He likes, at least he's talking, innit? Yeah.
He did. He spun him.
Yeah.
What?
So Breezy spun Trey and Breezy spun Chip. Cool. Yeah.
Team Breezy.
Oh yeah, what Breezy? Is he actually in London?
Yeah.
Kanye's in London.
Kanye's in London.
You know.
So what? So they revolt?
Northwest was in Northwest.
So he's
Yeah.
in the country now.
Apparently so.
Chapter Bridget.
I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even do nothing.
I heard the pride as well.
Have you not heard the BLM song by OFB?
Oh,
Bando K and Double L's featuring Abra.
I've heard the snippet. Is it out now?
Yeah, it's out.
What do you think of it? Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, but I like they can. What? I'm the son of Mark Duggan. I can give that content.
yeah. No, I understood.
Yeah.
It's just obviously
After Jiggy on deck.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Duality, innit?
yeah,
Come on, let's see it.
do both.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. To be honest with you, I didn't have anything else
That's it for me.
super new. There was one thing. No, there was a guilty pleasure. Quincy Uso Bay does music, innit? Former Arsenal player. with all these like Dutch dons, isn't it?
Oh, swear
It's a
down.
song called Pop It, like, which is decent. You might, if you want to, you can play a bit before we go. But I like it. Like I was just like, okay, cool.
I'll listen to it in my own time.
Yeah. You know, because you've got the life, because they've already got all the acquired all the money and stuff.
Is he rapping or is he doing the melody?
He's rapping as well.
Okay.
He's rapping on there. I think Vic might know some of the producers and stuff that do that stuff because they're.
Oh yeah, he went out there and he done a lot of stuff with them man still, with a lot of Dutch dons.
Yeah, there's a real brewing scene over there, innit? So, you know, like if the UK ain't showing enough love, you can just go where the money and the love is.
Yeah, Golden Boy Mudge, he's doing the French thing. French
Militaire.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's a big scene over there.
Oh yeah, them Paris, bro.
Bro, I was in my French drill bag last night.
Them Paris, I heard their slums are the slum.
Putain.
Yeah, putain. Bro, you go down the wrong alley in Paris, yeah. You end up in the blocks, bro.
There was a thread the other day on Twitter about all the mad stuff that's currently happening in France. Yeah, it started off with like a dog driving a whip in a gilet.
I know what you're talking about as well.
Who do you follow to find these things, bro?
And then there was another one, yeah, where these like two white guys were fighting, yeah. One was punching the other Donny up, and then the one next Don just come out of nowhere and just start busting off shots in the air.
He was rating the scrap.
I don't know.
I said 21 guys. Putain.
And it's the neakiest looking Don as well.
They're the worst ones, boy.
Bunch of white kids just having a fight, and then he just pulls it out.
And did everyone scarper? Did they run or they just?
Yeah, everyone's thinking, what the fuck? Because he was there watching the fight. Then he just had enough.
Well, nothing would be funny than yo, Mars don't like you, so large don't like you. Boom! To the chest. A man kicks him in. If they don't like us. Donny was rapping, yo, Mars don't like you, so large don't like you. Boom! Just kicked him in his chest.
That's the Albanian Donny I was talking to you about.
He was one rapping, innit? Yeah. If you don't like us. Bro, I was like, even everyone was like, what? Why did you kick him?
Nah, the vim.
And he carried on recording the whole time. How do you act to that? If man kicks you full in the chest.
And it's that deafening
and they told you to wheel it.
Nah, that's nuts.
Yeah, the internet will find funny videos doing it. So, but yeah, man, Nigeria still wallows. Unfortunately, you know, we laugh and we joke, but I hope we can figure that thing out. So, shouts out to all my Last Giddy listeners, all the Nigerians over on this side of the water, all the Nigerians over there, Nigerians worldwide. There's no corner on earth where you won't find a Nigerian. You know, we're everywhere. You're never there. We outside. I want to say massive thank you to everyone that's been listening over the last however many weeks. First time listeners, last time listeners, however you found us. I've seen some nice reviews. Shouts out to the person that left us a review recently to say that they found us off the back of listening to Black Girls Living. That's always dope to hear when we do like podcast collaborations. So I hope you're here to stay. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna keep gratitude our attitude.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks to you lot for your time this week. Nice to see my peoples.
Come on.
Always.
You know, make sure you rate, you review, subscribe, tell a friend. Use the hashtag, which is hashtag off the cuff pod. YouTube gang, Spotify gang, SoundCloud gang, Apple Podcast gang.
Yeah, all of that.
Social media gang, off the cuff pod on everything. I've been Fols forever.
Mr. Vans.
Next week. Peace.